from Tampa Bay streaming news leader, this is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. Greg D will have your forecast coming up. But first of all, I want to get to your ABC Action News headlines. Passengers flying into the U.S. no longer need a negative COVID test to enter the country. The CDC made the decision based on high rates of vaccination and infection-induced immunity. The requirement was just lifted yesterday. The announcement comes after many other countries around the world lifted the requirement for inbound international travelers. The CDC says it will reassess its decision and reinstate a negative COVID test requirement if it's necessary. Florida lawmakers won't have a special session on gun reform after the idea was voted down. Supporters failed to get the 60% needed to approve a session. Under former Governor Rick Scott, Florida raised the age to buy assault rifles to 21, which is stricter than what Congress is likely to pass. Gas prices continue to soar to record levels. The Lumberg survey shows the average price of regular now stands at $5.10 a gallon. That's up 39 cents in the last 3 weeks. It's nearly $2 higher than what we were paying a year ago. In Florida, gas prices went up a penny from yesterday. According to AAA, regular is now $4.89. In the Bay Area, we're also paying a penny higher than the state average at $4.90. Today, the Tampa Bay Rays are headed to the Big Apple for a 3-game series with the New York Yankees. But over the weekend, the team treated young baseball fans to a day of fun. They were in St. Pete learning about the game during a play ball event. The city and the Rays are using a $2,500 donation to improve Fossil Park's baseball and softball fields for kids. St. Pete Mayor Ken Welch says it's important to remember that sometimes baseball is more than just about sports, because everybody there walked away with a Rays hat, Franklin play ball and bat set, and the giving continues with a $10,000 grant to help support swim safe programs. Well, the Tampa Bay Lightning are headed to the Stanley Cup final. Saturday night, the Bolts beat the New York Rangers in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final. The final score 2-1. They'll now look to become the first team with a three-peat Stanley Cup win in 40 years. Tampa Bay Lightning face the Colorado Avalanche in Game 1 on Wednesday night in Denver. The two teams have never met in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Lightning hold an all-time series record of 11-6 when facing a first-time opponent in a best-of-7 series. The Bolts' first home game appearance will be next Monday, June 20th. You can watch all of the games right here on your ABC Action News station. That'd be quite intimidating for Avalanche, for the Avalanche.
Yeah, I really do think so too, Dia. I think our biggest kind of hurdle in this whole playoff were the Rangers, and we got through that really easily. Really excited to see what the Bolts have in store for Colorado coming up later in the week. Normal high temperatures 91. That's what will be there today, folks. But that's just really part of the story. Unfortunately, it's going to feel like 100 degrees for a good chunk of the afternoon thanks to our higher humidity. That actually is pretty typical for this time of year. Rain chances pretty low today. We've really taken a step back in the rain coverage, especially when you compare it to the end of last week and the start of the weekend where we saw numerous showers and storms. I do see the potential for some higher rain chances later in the week. I'll post updates as that develops on my Twitter feed at Greg D. Weather. Dia?
All right, thank you, Greg. You can now get news 24 hours a day on ABC Action News Plus. Just download the ABC Action News app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.